Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Saturday, the 13th of September, 2025. Starting off with the general synoptic picture, you can see midnight last night. Low pressure as the dominant feature, and that's centered just off the eastern coast of Iceland at the moment. You can see lots of messy occlusions and troughs coming off of that, particularly down in our area here. We have this occluded front that is on the west, or was midnight last night on the west coast of mainland UK, with a trough leading to the south as well for the channel. By midday today, we can expect that front to have passed through, which I think will give some of this poor weather that we're seeing at the moment, and another trough behind it following. That's going to bring frequent showers throughout today. Looking into tomorrow overnight, not a great deal of change in that picture. There's a slight shift in the position of those fronts. And then tomorrow midday, we've got a fairly well-established warm front and subsequent cold front following behind. So the next few days are going to be quite unstable and unsettled. Hopefully, getting a better air mass as we see this high ridging in, hopefully later into next week. The sat pic at the moment, you can see quite a big patch of cloud there just approaching us from the southwest, and that has been tracking in from the southwest throughout the morning. Some more behind it, but hopefully this is the bulk for the time being. Once this is cleared, we'll be able to get flying. You can see on the sat pic here, beg your pardon, the rain radar, quite intense areas of showers there, all along the south coast of England at the moment, and particularly just in our area here. Look at the Met Office prediction, run that through. They're showing obviously that big patch there as well. But by about 9:30, we should be clear locally for a period of time, with showers mainly staying on the south coast, and then beginning to convect again and starting to come our way by sort of midday, 1 o'clock. But these should be more isolated showers, but we will hopefully be able to operate in and around those. Into the evening, clearing up reasonably well, with the showers remaining on the south coast. No taphomodium being the weekend, but their observation this morning at 0650 was southwesterly 10 knots or 11 knots, overcast 6,000 feet with a pressure of 1008. And Farnborough there, tough for this morning, was showing southwesterly 6 knots, visibility greater than 10 kilometers, scattered at 3,500 feet. And there was a prop 30 of temporarily between 8 and 11 local this morning that we'd have 6,000 visibility with showers and heavy showers later into mid-morning to early afternoon. Spot winds to the south, southwesterly 25 knots at 1,000 and 2,000 feet, and to the north, also southwesterly about 20 knots. So we can expect around maybe 240 degrees, 20 to 25 knots at flying height. On the ground at the moment, windy here, showing quite a lot of southerlies to the wind. Not expecting that to persist, certainly by the time this area of shower has cleared. So can be expecting more westerly or west-southwesterly on the ground for much of the day. And that's confirmed here using the Met Office local forecast there, showing coming around more westerly as the day goes on. As we get those showers coming through, gusting up to 27 knots potentially, with a mean of 11. GFS giving us a temperature of about 17 on the warmest part of the day, with a dew point of 7. And there is the webcam on the south side, so you can see upwind there. It's quite nasty still, so expecting a bit more rain for the next hour or so. But out to the west, it's looking fairly clear, and hopefully we'll get some of that weather fairly soon. Local temperature, we're now up to 11.3 with a dew point of 9.2. Moving to sky sight now, potential flight distance on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see very little to discuss, not a cross-country day. very much. On the right-hand side, we have the point forecast, and we can see variable at times, possibly quite soarable locally in the middle of the afternoon. Up a small window there, soarable up to 3,500 to 4,000 feet if the climbs between 3 and 4 knots. Uh, but showers very much this morning, and just depends what time they start to develop this afternoon and get to us. SkySat here suggests maybe about 2 o'clock. Top Meteo, so we can see here the cloud distribution from 9 o'clock local this morning. Along the south coast, lots of thick altocumulus and some cumulus in our area. As we run that through, see the evidence of the showers here and out to the west, and possibly even some CB activity later on in today, depending on how much it does convect. We'll be monitoring that throughout today. See, as we move into the late afternoon, early evening, that begins to mostly clear up and blue out, so we should be left with a fairly nice period once the convection stops. NOTAMs based on the cross-country potential is not a great deal to talk about. Just be worth mentioning at 22, there's an air display late afternoon and evening at Hungerford if anybody's flying the motor glider perhaps later on this afternoon. And that's from surface to 1,000, bigger pardon, surface to 5,000 feet. That's from 6 o'clock. To the south, we've got Goodwood, and they've got their displays from surface to 3,500 feet and various times, but the bulk of the day that's not active. But the first few hours of this morning and from about 4 or 5 o'clock this evening onwards, they will be displaying it. Moving on now to the local elemental briefing. A lot of bookings to begin with. We've got one K21 book construction, another K21 for the casualist, and a K13 on the trial lessons. At the moment, we have 3 on the casualist, one instructor, and plenty of single sister availability. Simulator is also available if you wish to make use of that while we're waiting on the weather. And a reminder again about the boring expedition. I think just 2, maybe 3 places left on the week 3 now. People have been coming out of the woodwork, so it's not too late. Get your name down, and we'll add you to all the relevant communications. Movements today, we have a 737 scheduled to depart at 2 o'clock local today from runway 27. And in summary, we've got dominant low pressure with passing trough and occlusion. That's going to be leading to frequent showers throughout today. We'll be operating runway 27 with cables on the south side grass. And a reminder for instructors, if busy, please do not brief at the front of the queue. As always, do not land or taxi across the disused runways shown in red. And there's our airfield set up to finish. Winching from the south of the main runway, air-towing on the hard, and landing, and a short rolling up. That's all from me this morning. We'll see you out there fairly shortly once this rain stops. Have a good day and keep it safe. Thank you.